Today, we are going to see how we can use ChatGPT to help us write dialogue between two of our characters. ChatGPT can help you write dialogue between characters by generating conversations based on the personalities and traits you provide for each character. To ensure that ChatGPT understands and creates the appropriate tone for each character, you want to clearly describe each of the characters' personalities. We'll tell it to write a dialogue between two characters discussing the movie 2001, A Space Odyssey. The first character is Hank. He is an Enneagram type 4, the sensitive, withdrawn type, expressive, dramatic, self-absorbed, and temperamental, and he loves the movie. The second character is Abby. She is a type 8, the powerful, dominating type, self-confident, decisive, willful, rude, opinionated, and confrontational. Abby did not like the movie and thought it was slow, boring, and unrealistic. They've just finished watching the movie on a streaming service and are now talking about it. All right. We've given ChatGPT the character descriptions based on Enneagram personality types. We've also set up the scene and created a conflict between Hank and Abby. ChatGPT generates a believable conversation between the characters. Hank sighs dreamily. Wow, Abby, isn't 2001, A Space Odyssey just a breathtaking, transcendent piece of art? I mean, the visuals, the music, the philosophical undertones. It's all so sublime. Abby rolls her eyes. Are you kidding me, Hank? That movie was slow, boring, and a complete waste of my time. It felt like it dragged on forever. Plus, it was so unrealistic. Hank, offended. Well, Abby, I beg to differ. The pacing was intentional, allowing the audience to truly immerse themselves in the story and its themes. And as for the realism, I think it's important to remember that this is a work of science fiction. Not bad, but let's try to spice things up a bit by giving ChatGPT more descriptions of the differences between the two characters. We'll rewrite the instructions, adding that we want it to give Hank a complex vocabulary and filled with technical jargon. We'll also tell it that Abby uses profanity liberally. Alternatively, we could have just told GPT to rewrite the dialogue with these added attributes. After ChatGPT generates the new conversation, we'll listen to it and see if it's done a good job of capturing the personality differences and constructing a dialogue that is believable and entertaining. As a science fiction writer, I find that it is often the dialogue that gives me the most trouble. I tend to write a few distinct characters, but the rest tend to all sound like me. By using ChatGPT, I can create characters with distinct personality types and speech characteristics. The program will remember the personality type of each character, so I don't have to worry about consistency in dialogues as the story builds and becomes more complex. It's just one less thing I have to worry about while I focus on other parts of the story.
Ah, the profundity of 2001, A Space Odyssey never ceases to leave me in awe. Kubrick's magnum opus, a transcendent amalgamation of visual art and philosophical inquiry, remains unparalleled in the cinematic realm.
Are you fucking kidding me, Hank? That was the most mind-numbingly boring piece of shit I've ever sat through. 2.5 hours of my life I'll never get back.
Abby, I implore you to delve beneath the surface, to appreciate the intricate tapestry of symbolism and allegory that permeates every frame of this masterwork. The enigmatic monoliths, for instance, embody an existential question mark, a cosmic puzzle that transcends time and space.
Seriously? I don't give a rat's ass about some stupid black rectangles. The whole thing was slow as fuck, and the story was all over the place.
You see, that's precisely where the film's genius lies. It eschews conventional narrative structures in favor of a more abstract, non-linear approach that mirrors the vast, incomprehensible nature of the universe itself. It's an invitation to ponder the human condition and our place in the cosmos.
Hank, I don't give a flying fuck about the human condition or any of that pretentious bullshit. I want a movie that keeps me awake, not one that puts me to sleep. The pacing was slower than a goddamn snail race.
Alas, it seems you've missed the point entirely. The deliberate pacing serves to emphasize the enormity of the subject matter and allows the viewer to fully immerse themselves in the atmospheric splendor of Kubrick's vision. The scenes of the spacecrafts, for example, are imbued with a sense of balletic grace that underscores the weightless beauty of space.
Weightless beauty, my ass. I couldn't stand watching those fucking ships spin around for what felt like an eternity. And don't even get me started on the HAL 9000 computer. That thing was so unrealistic it was laughable.
Au contraire, Abby. HAL represents a cautionary tale of humanity's hubris and the potential perils of artificial intelligence. Its gradual descent into madness is a chilling reflection of our own fears of obsolescence and loss of control.
Oh, cut the crap, Hank. It's a goddamn movie, not some highbrow philosophy lecture. I don't need to be lectured about the dangers of technology when I'm trying to enjoy a fucking film. It's supposed to entertain me, not put me in an existential crisis.
Dearest Abby, I understand that 2001: A Space Odyssey may not cater to everyone's tastes, but it is an indisputable milestone in the annals of cinema. Its influence on the science fiction genre, as well as on filmmaking as a whole, is incontestable.
I don't give two shits about its influence, Hank. It was slow, boring, and a complete waste of my time. Now, if you want to watch a good sci-fi movie, let's put on Star Wars or The Matrix instead. At least those have some goddamn action in them.
Well, Abby, it appears we must agree to disagree. While I maintain that 2001: A Space Odyssey is an unparalleled masterpiece, I respect your right to hold a divergent opinion. Perhaps next time we can find a film that better accommodates our disparate sensibilities.
Yeah, whatever. Just as long as it's not another pretentious snooze fest.